A woman fractures the largest bone in her body, requiring emergency surgery, all because a homeowners association and a snowplow company incorrectly piled snow at the top of a parking lot. You want to know what this is all about? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information today. I am Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. This is a perfectly appropriate video for today because here in New York we're going to get walloped with a massive amount of snow. They're predicting 2 to 3 feet of snow. So now, in this particular instance, this woman lived in a gated community, and the homeowners association contracted with the snowplow company to clear out the parking lot every time it snowed. Well, in this one particular case, there was a nice big snowstorm. And that evening, you had the snowplow company come and actually plow the entire driveway. The problem was the snowplow guy wound up putting most of the snow at the very top of a parking lot, which was on a hill. Now, what do you think happens, and why do you think that isn't the ideal solution? And the next day, when it's warm outside, you have direct sunlight on the snow, it will melt, you get water runoff. And now, in the evening time and in late nighttime, what do you think happens? It gets colder, and that runoff now freezes, and that creates black ice. And why do they call it black ice? Because it's a thin sheet of transparent ice, and all you see is the hardtop of the driveway. You can't see anything else. You can't see the ice. So people go out the next morning, and now they don't see it, they don't feel it until boom, next thing you know, you slip, you land on your back, you suffer an injury. And that's exactly what happened here. Now, why was the homeowners association at fault, and why was the snowplow company at fault? The homeowners association had given instructions to the snowplow company about where to put the excess snow. That was mistake number one. And they also knew that this would create water runoff that then froze the next day. And they didn't put down any salt or sand that would help them with traction as they walked along this slick surface. And more importantly, the snowplow should have recognized that you don't put snow up at the top of a hill into a driveway, because the next day you're going to get runoff as the snow melts. And when it freezes again, you're going to get that slick black ice. So in this particular case, we had two different entities that wound up being careless, and as a result of their carelessness caused my client to fall, suffer a massive injury to her leg, be out of work for weeks and weeks, and now she needed emergency surgery, all because of their carelessness. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding of how I was able to help one individual in a slip and fall case on black ice here in the state of New York. You know, I recognize you've got questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you've got legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.